On a few occasions throughout my life, I have been touched by what happened to Israel. That has had a really big impact on me and the person I think that I am today. The first impact was my father. He survived through World War II. I remember he took some pictures of railroad cars stacked 20 feet high with bodies. And as a young boy, I couldn't figure out why would anybody do that. The second time was many, many years later. I went to the 1972 Olympic Games, my first Olympics. Woke up that morning. I went to the place where we eat at the Commons, came back out and found out that terrorists had came in and took over the Israeli athletes. I really feel like a true measure of a country's character is how they treat their minorities. Because of this, I find it important to use my platform to highlight nations like Israel. After my long journey to find true freedom for myself, I feel a calling to advance the freedom of the LGBT community around the world. It's been a trying time in my community, in the United States and across the world. But you know what? I have a lot of hope for the future. In 1993, Israel became one of the first countries to protect the rights of the transgender soldier, providing them, and this is key, with a constitutional right to serve. For the entire Middle East and the rest of the world, Israel is a beacon of hope. Sadly, here in the United States is working to stop qualified transgender people from serving. We love our nation, and we want to defend it. I do wonder sometimes why there is such a strong connection between the LGBT and the Jewish communities. First of all, we seem to attract a lot of the enemies, don't we? I wear that hatred as a badge of honor. They hate us because of what we stand for. We stand for love. We celebrate diversity. Our communities have no borders, and we love without borders. Our challenges vary by nations, but our enemies won't stop us, and certainly won't stop me. Every person in the world deserves human dignity, and that's so important. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to speak.